Yo guys, it is me Sky again, and I am here with a new video. I am going to run you guys through what it's like to go to an airport and travel on an airplane and explore a new city and go to a new hotel and all of that stuff completely alone as someone who is blind or visually impaired. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and I just wanted to cover a few bases before I actually start this video. So a lot of the times when I fly, I do ask for a seat that has room for Cindy, for example, bulkhead. I don't always ask for it. In this case, I'm going to a convention because of a scholarship. So what that means is the flight was booked for me. So I don't really know the space I'm gonna get. Cindy can really squeeze anywhere she needs to, but here's hoping that I have extra room. Sometimes if the flight has extra seats on it, they will reseat a person with a service dog to a seat that has a little bit of extra room. So we'll see how that goes, but I will show you guys what happens when I'm actually on the flight, so you'll see that. When going through security, always take your dog's food out. I always package Cindy's food in pre-measured amounts and put it into Ziploc bags, and then I will take all those Ziploc bags out when I go through security along with my electronics and things of that sort. And I always also take out any chews that Cindy has that I brought, even if they're synthetic like Nylabones, because they do look funny in x-ray, so they're good to take out. I've had to be pulled over because of those before, so it's a good idea to just get those out. I also ask for assistance usually to and from my gates. So when I arrive and I go to the check-in counter, I just ask them, hey, can I get someone to escort me to my gate? And then I just don't have any problems finding my way there. I usually ask Cindy to follow the person. I might do sighted guide. I'm not a fan of wheelchairs, and a lot of airports might try to put you in a wheelchair. Don't mind Cindy, she's just walking around and she's sniffing the camera right now, so you might see her nose. I'm not a fan of wheelchairs, so sometimes they will try to insist that you go into a wheelchair, and to be fair, it does make their job easier, but I can follow them. My dog has a pretty solid follow commands, and I could also do sighted guide if I didn't want to follow, which makes their lives just as easy because then they'll be sure not to lose me. Cindy is trained to walk next to a wheelchair, which I thought was pretty cool. Something that my school did was walk us in a wheelchair with our guides healing next to us. They knew that this could be a situation encountered in airports. Yeah, but other than that, we'll just go to our gates. A lot of the times you will withhold food and water close to the flight to make sure that the dog just doesn't have to go on the flight. Because this is a short flight, it's only about an hour, I'm not too concerned about that, so I am actually going to give Cindy her normal food amount. I might withhold a little bit of water. I won't let her drink too much in the morning just to make sure that everything is okay, because even though I know she can hold it, I don't want her to be uncomfortable on the flight in terms of having to be. So all things to keep in mind, because again, this is a short flight and it's pretty early, I'm not going to walk her in the morning. A lot of the times if I have a full day of travel, I will walk her in the morning for a good mile or two to make sure that she is happy to sleep on the flight, but I don't believe I need to in this case. That's most everything that I think I can add beforehand. Just a heads up here that in security, they do not allow you to film how you go through security, unfortunately. So in that case, I guess I can explain that now because you won't be able to see it, but when I'm at security, I leave Cindy's harness on. I tell her to sit in front of the metal detector, and then I leave her in a stay. I walk through. Sometimes I'll hold the leash, sometimes I won't. And then after that, I will call her through, and then they will usually pat Cindy down, pat her harness down, and then they will swipe my hands to make sure there isn't any explosive residue on those. So that's how that happens. They're allowed to pat her down to make sure everything is safe, but they are not allowed to ask you to take off your dog's harness, to take off your dog's leash. That is very illegal and goes against their own guidelines. So if someone tells you to do it, you do not have to. It's very dangerous for someone with a disability and for their dog, so just be aware of that. Anyway, we're going to start this grand adventure. It's the evening before our flight. We have to get to the airport at about 6. So thanks for coming along with us, guys. traveling with a guide dog for a week and wondering what supplies you need to bring? Well, I've done it quite a few times now, and here is the majority of what you will need. Definitely bring a document. Usually I'd like to just include rabies. You don't typically need this unless you're going out of country, but it's nice to have just in case. It also has Cindy's IGDF letter in here as well. A collapsible bowl for food and water. A lot of food, larger for her majority of her food, smaller will be in my carry-on in case something happens. We have 3 meals worth. Shoes. In this case, I'm just bringing paws, which are kind of like rubber, very small shoes, very compact. You can fold them and fit them in places. Yeah, these ones are dirty because it's impossible to clean them. Once they walk on asphalt, they just turn into black. So definitely some kind of footwear. Dog emergency kit. This one is just in case something happens, Cindy gets sick, throws up, something like that. Has very absorbent paper towels, has a garbage bag, baby wipes, just everything you'd need for a quick cleanup. Dog toy for when you are wherever you're going. Dog treats if you use them. A measuring cup for your food. A tie down of some sort, and a flat buckle collar. We do not like to use the leash as a tie down if we can help it, because it's long and the dog can get tangled up pretty easily. Something short like a proper tie down is what you want to use if your dog sleeps on tie down. A coat. This is the Roughwear Vert. It is insulated and is very warm inside. You can see that nice warm fabric. We're going to Washington, D.C. It'll be cold, so we wanted something rainproof because it's going to rain quite a few days while we're there. Unfortunately, this is wrinkly, but there's not really a decent way to get them out. Definitely a coat. Also brushes and any kind of products you use for your dog's hygiene. So for us, we'll have a slicker brush, a straight wire brush or a straight metal comb, a toothbrush, and a normal tube of dog toothpaste. I have a poodle, so I can't not brush her for a week. And finally, medicine. Cindy is on some probiotics and on some allergy meds, and also she did get her eyelid infected last week and is on some antibiotic eye drops for another week. So anything that medically your dog needs, put it in a plastic bag all by itself. Alright, so we are at our gate. We actually got assistance. I didn't mean to, but someone just walked up while I was getting things sorted right as I got dropped off and asked me if I needed help. So
let me know when to
I couldn't say no. So I could, but it was way too easy to just accept that. So I didn't use Ira to get here, but yeah, it was just super smooth. So yeah. They had the canines out working, going through security, so we had to go through a different line, which I will describe in a little while, but it was very interesting having canines out with Cindy. So, and I'm going to eat a bagel and wait for my flight, which is in about 45 minutes. So that's how it's going. Airport food. Cindy's down here. She's chilling. There's not really anyone next to me, so we can just chill here. My flight's still not for another good half an hour. So yeah, we're just hanging out, waiting for our flight. I think the sun is rising over there. And here's my city.
But oh, Hulk's like a service animal relief area?
Yeah, you want to go?
Oh, no, but thank you for letting me know it's there.
Okay, yeah.
That's great when we come back. She's so picky about using them. She thinks that it's a sin to go potty inside, even if it's a dog relief area. Okay, yep, problem. You can do escalators or elevators, whatever works. Okay, to the right here? Okay, right. Oh, sorry. Cindy, find Frank's house. Right, come on. There you go. Good job. Good job.
Go inside first.
Thank you.
I don't know if I walk too fast, ma'am, or I don't know.
What is it?
I walk too fast.
Oh, no, not at all. She's a quick, very quick pup. She's just excited.
Yeah.
We'll follow you here. All right. Steady.
You're supposed to be 3, so I'm setting you to be 3 to be position 3 to clear it.
Okay.
But right now it's 5 minutes to 10.
5 to 10. Okay. Not bad. Every time she sees doors, she wants to go. I think that's what it is. Good girl. Go find seat. Find it. Good dog. Okay.
Then the door, there's the window, okay?
Gotcha. Just
You
to the
go there.
right, right here.
Yeah, but once you go up, the right is the taxi, but the shuttle on the left side.
Okay, so I go outside and then go to the left, and that's where the
Yeah.
shuttles are. Gotcha. Okay, thank you so
You're
much.
gonna be okay here?
Yeah, I'm okay here. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, have a good day. Thank you. Good job, sweetheart. You did good. You did good. One thing people don't realize when traveling with a guide dog is that they still need to be able to relieve stress and play and have fun, even when they are traveling, which is really when they're working their hardest. So, as you can see here, Sydney is trying to destroy one of her toys again. Oh, I got it. I got it. And we're just, throwing it back and forth in the hotel room, just giving her a little bit of an outlet. Come here, you. Oh, I got that toy. Oh, I got that toy. Oh, that's mine. That toy's mine. That toy's mine. Sydney's favorite game is tug. Oh. Don't you? You like tug. You like tug. There we go. Now everyone can see your pretty face. Your pretty face. We're waiting for our roommates to get here. I'm gonna take her out in just a sec, but as of now, she can just play tug. So, remember that when traveling, you need to bring a toy if you have a dog and let them relieve their stress and all that kind of energy they get from being good and laying quietly on the plane for 6 hours. Good girl, Sandy. Hey y'all. I am taking Cindy out to go potty. It is the morning of the 3rd, I think, of November. And a little chilly out here, but not bad at all compared to the last few days. So I'm just letting Cindy walk in some circles. Oh, I think she's gonna go. Oh, I never showed you guys this. So when I feel her stop like this, I go, I feel her back. Oh, it's curved, which means she's pooping. I put my foot right lined up with her back. And as she goes, I know where she's gone because of my foot. So I'm gonna pick that up and then reconvene with you guys. Just relieved Cindy. Here's the pet relief area at our hotel, or at least the area that we tend to relieve the dogs. Our hotel is over here. When I found the pet relief area, I just actually asked one of the valets to show me because I did do some exploring, but as you can see, the pet relief area is across a street. I had come to the corner of that street over there and don't have enough vision to see what is across the street. But anyway, we found it, and now I'm going to go and cross the street, which I think is just a lighted crosswalk. So as long as I press the button, then we can go. All right, Cindy, right. Good, find curb. Oh dear. Okay, Cindy, forward. Car running the lights. That's why I got a guide dog, people. And there she goes. There's the traffic going because I crossed. Good girl. Halt. Cindy, right. Yes. Cindy, forward. Good girl, Cindy. So we're just heading back to the hotel. Something's screeching over there. I'm going to get a quick breakfast, and I have about an hour to kill, so I'll just eat, and then I'm off to catch my flight at... Good girl. See, there's not enough space for us to both cross very easily here, so she stopped. Good girl, Dandy. Good girl. Sneak forward. Yeah, so catch a quick breakfast, and then catch my flight, which is heading out at 12:30 here. We'll be good. So Cindy's just finding the inside of the hotel for me. She knows this place pretty well by now. We've been here for a day or two. It's a dog-friendly hotel, so there's lots of dogs around. Good girl. Let's go. Hop up there. Let's find inside. Find inside. Hop up, find inside. There you go. Hi there. Good girl. I find it. Thank you so much. Good girl. Forward. Good job. That's it. The valleys here are so nice. So nice. Okay. Let's go and find right. We're gonna go find our elevators. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Cindy, let's find the elevators. Where are they? Where are those elevators? Show me. Show me, Cindy. Where are they? Show me. Oh, she's gonna run around her. Cindy, show me the elevator. Show me. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, good girl. That's so good. Good job. Yes, that's a good girl. It's a little yummy for that. Good job. Yeah, so we're gonna just go up to, oh dear, I think this might be a fire escape. No, wait. No, it's up. Okay. Good girl. You did a good job. So we'll go up and see you guys soon. Right?
Alright, so that wraps up our video on travel and on airports and airplanes. I hope that was kind of fun to watch and hopefully useful if you are a guide dog user or want to travel in the future or are blind. I know that having a guide dog has made traveling for me just it's gone from stressful to just a lot of fun, and I love traveling and going on airplanes and trains and going to new cities and exploring new places, and all of that really, the process has been made very enjoyable because of having a dog. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and I can definitely start answering them in the comments or even make another video. So sorry that this was long again, guys. I think we just have to agree that my videos run long at this point. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for a new video soon. Alright, thanks guys, bye.